We often see Prince William as the poised heir to the throne, a man of duty, uniform, and tradition. But beyond the flashbulbs of the paparazzi and the heavy velvet curtains of Kensington Palace, William is a man who carries the weight of a legacy and the memories of a childhood spent between two very different worlds. Think back to the young boy who was whisked away to MC Donald's by his mother, Princess Diana, just to feel a normal breeze against his face, or the grown man who, despite having world-class chefs at his beck and call, often prefers a simple roast chicken cooked by his wife, Catherine. For William, food isn't just about nutrition, it's a delicate balance between royal safety and personal simplicity. There are certain things he chooses to leave off his Platzerman times out of duty, sometimes out of fear, and sometimes because of a quiet promise to stay healthy for the future of the crown. Today, we're peeking behind the palace doors to uncover the 7 foods Prince William quietly avoids. Dish number 1, shellfish, the risky tradition. For Prince William, the exclusion of shellfish from his plate isn't merely a matter of personal taste. It is a weight of responsibility that stretches back through generations of royal protocol. Since the days of the early monarchy, the no shellfish rule has been a silent guardian of the British line of succession. The logic is simple yet terrifyingly practical. Shellfish ranging from oysters and mussels to lobster and crab carry a significantly higher risk of food poisoning and severe allergic reactions than almost any other food group. For a prince whose schedule is balanced on a knife edge of state visits, diplomatic summits, and global appearances, a single bad prawn could lead to a national crisis or the embarrassing cancellation of a multi-million-pound royal tour. Imagine the pressure of knowing that one bite of a delicacy could derail the diplomatic efforts of the United Kingdom. While former royal chefs have whispered that William is a fan of high-quality sushi and fresh seafood in the privacy of his own home, the moment he steps into his official role, those flavors become forbidden fruit. This discipline reflects the dual nature of his life. The private man who might enjoy the salty tang of the sea, and the public figure who must remain untouchable and reliable at all times. By quietly avoiding these risky dishes, William honors a tradition of safety over indulgence, ensuring that the crown remains steady, even if it means skipping the most luxurious items on a banquet menu. Do you think it's worth skipping delicious seafood just to avoid the risk of getting sick? Dish number 2, spicy curries, the sweaty struggle. While the Princess of Wales is famously a fan of deep, fiery spices, Prince William's relationship with a good curry is far more complicated. For the future king, food isn't just about the palate, it's about maintaining a composed, regal image under the heat of 1,000 camera flashes. William has openly admitted that he struggles with spice, and that anything beyond a mild heat tends to make him break into a sweat. In the high-stakes world of royal appearances, where every bead of perspiration is analysed by the press, a spicy vindaloo is a risk he simply cannot afford to take. When the family decides to order a local takeaway, a rare moment of normalcy at the Palace kitchen often prepares 2 distinct versions of the meal. Kate dives into the heat, while William sticks to the safety of a creamy korma or a mild tikka masala. This brings us to a question for you. Are you more like Kate, a total spice seeker, or do you find yourself playing it safe like William with a mild meal? It is a quiet, humanizing detail that shows even a prince has his limits. Yet, it raises a bigger debate. Is British curry culture truly authentic if the future monarch can't handle the heat of the nation's favourite dish? Dish number 3, garlic, the social no-no. In the world of the British monarchy, the greatest offence isn't always a breach of protocol sometimes, it's simply having bad breath during a diplomatic encounter. Following a strict rule long established by his late grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, Prince William almost entirely avoids garlic during his official working week. As a man who spends hours in close proximity conversations with world leaders, charity workers, and the general public, garlic breath is considered a major royal blunder. While most of us can hide away after a heavy Italian meal, William's face is constantly inches away from the next person in a receiving line, making this pungent herb a tactical liability. This culinary sacrifice is all about the meet and greet nature of his life. Even if a dish is prepared by a Michelin star chef, if it's loaded with garlic, it stays off the prince's plate until he is safely behind closed doors at his private country home. It makes you wonder, could you survive a whole week without eating a single clove of garlic, or is the flavor just too good to give up? While it ensures he is always camera-ready, it does spark a bit of a debate. Should a future king care more about his breath than enjoying the authentic flavors of the world's best cuisines. Dish number 4. Rare meat, the health shield. When it comes to a classic steak or a Sunday roast, Prince William is famously cautious about how his meat is served. Unlike many food critics who praise a bloody rare centre, the prince almost always requests his meat to be cooked medium or well done. This isn't just a matter of texture, it is a calculated health shield. In the royal household, the risk of a foodborne illness like E. coli or salmonella is treated with the same seriousness as a security threat. For a man who carries the weight of the monarchy on his shoulders, being sidelined by an undercooked steak isn't just a personal inconvenience, it's a disruption to the state's business. By choosing a thoroughly cooked meal, William ensures he stays in peak physical condition for his demanding schedule of travel and public service. It's a disciplined approach to dining that prioritizes duty over the gourmet standard. This leads me to ask you, how do you like your steak cooked? Are you a fan of the rare and tender, or do you prefer the safety of a well-done cut like the prince? It certainly makes for a heated dinner table conversation. Is a well-done steak a total culinary sin, or is William right to prioritize his health over a chef's recommendation? Dish number 5. Foie gras, the ethical boundary. For Prince William, what stays off the plate is often a reflection of his conscience rather than his appetite. One of the most significant items he quietly avoids and has effectively banned from his household is foie gras. This decision isn't about flavor. It's a principled stand against the controversial practice of force-feeding ducks and geese to enlarge their livers. This ethical boundary was firmly set by his father, King Charles, and William has stayed true to that legacy, ensuring the royal kitchens remain free of a product that many see as a symbol of unnecessary cruelty. It's a move that aligns the future king with modern values of animal welfare, showing that even the most luxurious traditional foods aren't worth the cost of a clear conscience. By rejecting this delicacy, William sends a powerful message about the kind of monarchy he intends to lead on that is mindful of its impact on the world. This brings a thoughtful question to mind. Do you personally check where your food comes from or how it was made before you buy it? It certainly opens up a larger conversation. Should the royal family use their private menus to make political statements, or should they be free to eat whatever they want like everyone else? Dish number 6. Antisocial onions. Much like his cautious approach to garlic, Prince William is known to steer clear of strong, raw onions before he steps out into the public eye. In the royal world, these are often referred to as antisocial vegetables. For a man who might speak to hundreds of people in a single afternoon, from schoolchildren to foreign dignitaries, onions present a distinct professional hazard. The pungent oils in raw onions linger long after the meal is over, and for William, the risk of an olfactory offense during a close-up conversation is a risk not worth taking. It is a subtle, invisible rule that governs every lunch menu before a plaque is unveiled or a hand is shaken. This level of self-control highlights the constant awareness William must maintain. Even a simple salad ingredient must be vetted for its social consequences. It makes one think about our own daily lives. What is the one food you absolutely avoid if you have a big meeting, a job interview, or a first date? While this choice keeps the prince socially safe, it does raise a controversial point. Are these strict breath rules a sign of polite respect for the public, or do they just make royal life unnecessarily restricted and bland? Dish number 7. Overly exotic foods. On tour, when Prince William travels across the globe, he often finds himself sitting at the most diverse dinner tables on earth. However, behind that polite smile is a very cautious diner. To avoid the dreaded traveler's stomach, William and his team are notoriously careful about sampling exotic or high-risk local delicacies that his digestive system isn't accustomed to. While he always aims to be a gracious guest, the risk of falling ill while representing the United Kingdom is a gamble he refuses to take. Whether it's an unpasteurized cheese or a rare local meat, he often sticks to the safe options to ensure he can wake up the next morning ready for a full day of diplomatic duty. This careful approach allows him to keep his focus entirely on the people he is visiting, rather than his own health. It's a pragmatic sacrifice that many world travelers can relate to. This leads me to wonder, when you visit a new country, are you the type to try the strangest thing on the menu, or do you play it safe like William? It definitely sparks a debate. Is it disrespectful for a royal to turn down a local delicacy for the sake of their stomach, or is staying healthy for their job the ultimate sign of respect? Dish number 8. Tap water in high-risk zones. While it might not be a dish in the traditional sense, what Prince William chooses to drink are rather avoidees just as crucial to his royal routine. When traveling on official tours to certain parts of the world, the prince quietly avoids local tap water, even in ice cubes or for brushing his teeth. This isn't out of snobbery, but a strict necessity for the heir to the throne. A single bout of a waterborne bug could lead to a diplomatic disaster, leaving a foreign government offended if their guest of honor is suddenly bedridden. To prevent this, his team ensures he has access to bottled or purified water at all times, keeping the royal engine running smoothly without any internal interruptions. This level of caution is the price he pays for a life lived in the spotlight, where even a glass of water is a calculated risk. It makes you think about your own travels. Do you carry your own water bottle everywhere you go, or are you brave enough to drink like a local? This habit often divides opinion. Is this level of caution a sensible health shield for a future king? Or does it create a barrier that prevents him from truly experiencing the local life of the countries he visits? Dish number 9. GMOs and non-organic produce, in a move that mirrors the deeply held convictions of his father, King Charles. Prince William has a quiet but firm aversion to genetically modified foods and non-organic produce. For William, the kitchen is an extension of his environmental advocacy. He prefers to avoid fruits and vegetables that have been treated with heavy pesticides or modified in a lab, choosing instead to eat seasonally from the royal estates like Highgrove or Sandringham. This isn't just about being picky, it's a commitment to a sustainable future and a belief that the land should be respected. When he is at home with his children, he wants them to understand the value of real food that comes straight from the earth, free from chemical interference. By avoiding these mass-produced shortcuts, William aligns his personal health with the health of the planet. It makes you wonder, do you make an effort to buy organic and natural foods, or do you think the price tag just isn't worth it? This choice often sparks a heated debate. Should the future king promote an organic lifestyle that many of his subjects simply cannot afford, or is he leading by example for a greener Britain? Dish number 10. Excessive sugary treats. While he certainly enjoyed a slice of chocolate biscuit cake as a child, the adult Prince William has become increasingly disciplined about avoiding excessive sugar and processed sweets. In a world of royal indulgence, where every stop on a tour involves a tray of decadent pastries, William has quietly learned to say no. His focus is on longevity and mental clarity, traits he knows are essential for a man who will one day wear the crown. Rather than reaching for a sugary snack during a long afternoon of engagements, he opts for a piece of fruit or a handful of nuts, maintaining the steady energy needed to stay engaged with everyone he meets. It is a quiet battle against the royal waistline and a commitment to the modern athletic image he projects. This shift toward a low-sugar lifestyle shows that even a prince has to fight the cravings that the rest of us face every day. It leaves us with one final thought. What is the one sweet treat you could never give up, even if you were promised a throne? Looking at his discipline, we have to ask, is a king who skips the cake more relatable to a health-conscious generation? Or is he missing out on the simple, sugary joys that make us all human? I've completed the script for all 10 items. Would you like me to help you create an eye-catching YouTube thumbnail or a high-ranking SEO description for this video? The final verdict: a prince's discipline. It is truly fascinating to see that even a man who could have anything in the world on his silver platter chooses a path of such remarkable restraint. From dodging the hidden dangers of shellfish to skipping the simple joy of a garlic-heavy meal, Prince William's diet is a masterclass in discipline. It's a reminder that being a modern royal isn't just about the crowns and the carriages, it's about the small daily sacrifices made to stay healthy, composed, and ready to serve. His plate reflects a life where duty always comes before appetite, a quiet, edible form of leadership that many of us never see. As we close the kitchen doors on these royal secrets, it makes us look at our own tables a little differently. If you were in his shoes, which of these 10 foods would be the hardest for you to give up for the sake of the crown? Whether it's the fiery spice of a curry or the comfort of a rare steak, we all have that one flavor we can't live without. Do you think these strict rules make him a better leader, or do they just take the fun out of being a prince? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through the palace pantry, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories from the heart of British history. Until next time.